Hello out there in YouTube land, welcome to the OK Good Review channel. And today we have a custom build today. This one I started thinking about doing as soon as I did I think it was a 55 board actually that I did the original Spawn build with, and I started thinking about some changes I wanted to make to it. So I got this kit, and then it sat for a really, I probably had this kit a couple years. Meaning to get to it, not getting to it, and there's a lot of tape work on this. This comes with a Thunderbird V8 engine, kind of excited about that. So this one, I'm not going to be putting, the actual mask of Spawn is on the other one. I won't be doing that this time. We'll do it side by side when it's over. This one I'm going to go for, I think, more just an effect of the costuming and see if I can get that to work out. Just some of the when I was doing it, I thought, you know, it'd be really cool if instead of this thing, I did this other thing instead. And so that's kind of what this is going to be. This build is going to be me doing the other thing instead of the one thing. Okay, so we got the glass. Don't need that. You know, I really am glad they don't do boxes like this very much anymore. This is a pain. Okay, I already said you're a pain. You don't have to keep showing me. Alright, we got some chrome stuff here. Looks like the grill here. This grill, I can't pull the V8 out of this. It's embedded in there, so that's okay. We're going to just leave it. This one has spoked wheels. It looks like they blacked it out except for the middle. No, sorry. It looks like they blacked out only the spokes. Which is kind of a cool effect. I might do that. That might look kind of cool. Or I might black out everything except for the spikes. I don't know. I think I'm going to paint the rim on this, though, because I do kind of think that looks neat. And this is a custom, so it's not a stock. Oh, wow. Look at these instructions. Oh, wow. I haven't seen anything like this in quite a while. Huh. This is a throwback. When was this? This is 1996. So I had to do some digging to find this kit. There's stickers. You know, I'm just going to throw those away because I don't need those. So apparently it's a build from Hot Rod Magazine. We've got wider slicks for the back. Not molded super well though, I see. Alright, in the kit itself, we've got, so the cab is separate. This is kind of handy actually. So what we're going to do is tape off this cab. It's too bad that that's there. I'll have to see if I can figure out a workaround for that. There's a blemish right where it can't go. Here's going to be kind of a challenge though, actually, is because I need the doors on here prior to shooting this. Oh boy, this is going to be... Oh boy, this will be a challenge and change. I haven't decided what color for the interior yet. It might be matte black. I might go matte black on that. I've got a bit of this left, so I could actually go matte black on that. What are these? Oh, this is the firewall. I'm not too worried about what color the firewall is. Seats, doors, the box. Oh, the box is separate? Oh my gosh, what am I in for with this? Oh boy. Everything is in a trillion pieces. We have the undercarriage here. That's probably going to be matte black. And of course I've got the black. So the Tamiya TS14 black. You got the TS6 matte black, and we've got more of the TSA team metallic red. I'll try to finish up as much as I can of those. Side panels here might be for the box, possibly. I'm not sure what that's for yet. We've got engine parts, drivetrain. Oh wow, this is gonna be a challenging build. Insides of the doors, where are the actual door panels? So door panels. Is this the door? No, that can't be the door panels. Oh, they're there. Okay, we've got, these are the rear fenders, the step side. These are going to go black. The hood is going to be taped off. I got to tape off the hood. So I got to take apart a lot of this stuff in order to actually even start taping it. Wow, this is going to be a very intensive project. I'm going to be using a lot of masking tape on this, I feel like. I've got one other build actually after this where I'm going to be using a lot of masking tape as well, but I think probably more on this one. But clearly I've got to do some assembly first though. Man, this really is frustrating here, whatever this blemish is. It looks like they used some regrind here possibly. I might be able to work around that though. Man, this is going to be tricky. Wow. Okay, well, that's the plan. I haven't quite decided on the engine color. That probably will actually go red. I think I'm going to do the engine in red. And then I'll do the interior bay. That might be... I could do a plasma green. I just don't want to get too goofy with this though. You can see there's no inner fenders here at all. Is that what these are actually? Yeah, these are the inner fenders. I go to the firewall, I think. Yeah. Wow. This is going to be a challenging build. I'm partially excited and partially not. I'm partially kind of wondering what I just got myself in for here, but all right. So anyway, we're gonna get this set up for painting. Hopefully, I'll be able to actually have my camera work for the assembly part this time. But this, I fully anticipate this taking a solid 3 to 4 weeks to do easily. Just because it's so intricate, and there's going to be, I might actually have to paint some of the white because it's going to be triple tone. It's going to be black, red, and white for the most part on the exterior. And if I don't have a pure enough white, then I'm going to have to paint white. And honestly, there's no good whites on the market. All the whites are kind of trashy. So that's going to be its own sort of challenge, but this thing isn't going to get assembled by me sitting here talking about it. So let's get to the getting, and we'll see you over at the workbench, and we'll go through the hand paints next. All right, guys. So here we are with you can see the hood there. The hood is done. Most of the paint on the cab is done. I'll show you that. Just got our striping here. This is somewhat of a problematic kit because all the pieces, there you can see the engine and some of the other stuff, all this is really tiny. And so I'm deleting some parts, and we got almost all the paint done. I still have to paint the back side of the hood. This is going to go orange. So what I decided was I'm going to have the entire engine bay orange. So spawn truck with an orange engine bay, so that's why you can see all the different oranges here. So this is the spray on the inner fenders and the firewall, which you can't see over there because it's also connected to the dash. So many weird choices on this kit from Revell Monogram. Just the way that they orchestrated this is honestly a little strange, but like There's two halves to a gas tank. It reminds me of when gas tanks were behind the seat in the cabs of trucks, which, I mean, that's a wild thing. I'd completely forgotten about that. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to revisit some of that with this kit. But anyway, so with their design choices, it's really odd that they chose to break the parts up really as they did. But of course, we'll take a look here at the paints in a second. But you see we got the rims done. We've got most of this is done. I need to fix you can see that section. See the section right here, I need to fix that. And I gotta see if I can pull that black out of the white there. That may or may not be possible. The tape did so on this. You can see there's little spots here where it didn't do 100% great. So I'm gonna see if I can pull some of that out. Maybe, maybe. All right, so let's go to the paint. Fairly limited this time. We're doing, of course, the gunmetal for the dash part of the interior. Most of the interior is matte black, and I've run out now of the matte black, so I'm just kind of going through paints, and as I run out of them, trying to move to other stuff because I don't want to have to buy things again. As we sort of wind this down, we got the Tamiya X10 gunmetal and the X1 black, the Chrysler Model Masters. So that engine red is really, I'm just using that for touch-ups. I'm not actually using this as a color. It's just kind of there. I had this, and then I also had a Vallejo orange. This one is easier to use, so I'm using this one, Mr. Color Orange. And of course, testers, flat steel, and metallic silver, as I normally do with some of the structural parts and so on. This might be a little bit dark because it's storming outside. You can see the trees blowing around. There you go. But the wheels, there's a lot of flash on this. So much flash. I actually had to cut sections out of the sprues here to be able to get in with the paintbrush on some of these. So the way that this is orchestrated is, like I said, is so odd. I mean, they don't make Revell Monogram anymore. It's just all Revell, and the Revell kits are much better. They also have a part list of every single part you have, whether they're used or not. You can see these are just tiny, tiny, tiny sort of instructions. So anyway, though, this is where we're at right now. I'm just kind of finishing the paint. I still need to shoot the back side of the hood. So the hood I'm going to tape off and then shoot that. And then we'll start probably on actually we'll probably start assembly anyway because I don't need the hood till the very, very, very end. Get the body finished out and let it have a good day or so of outgassing. So we're in pretty good shape here. But anyway, that's going to do it for the paint section, and we should be back with assembly, and hopefully the camera works this time when we do the assembly, and we'll see you guys all back here for that one. Okay, and we are back, and here it is, the Spawn 2 custom truck, this 56 Ford Monogram Revell model, and I gotta say, this was one of the funkier kits I've done. There's a ton that was mismolded on this, and you can see, actually, there's a gap here, but the stuff that is inside here doesn't allow it to be pushed back because, as you can see, it is actually just molded in. So we could have a huge gap here. This one's about normal. I mean, I could have pushed this up farther to have this, but then you have this really funky gap, and I preferred the gap to be here rather than back here. But it's the way that this was done, and the way I actually had to do it in sections it didn't lend itself super well to what we were trying to do. So we had a nice dark interior, pretty plain basic interior. I don't like the way the fender is fitting on this. See, I would wish that this could have been pushed farther back, but trying to actually get this to stay on here at all, the way that they had orchestrated the parts, was nightmarish. And so we have the orange hood, and I think I'm gonna actually one of them already busted off. Just get rid of both. Okay, that's better anyway. Okay, so there's the hood of this, and we have the nice orange engine bay, and the engine fit really weird. You can see the drive shaft doesn't actually connect to the engine. Just the way that not a great kit, I guess. I'll put it that way. Not a great kit. In fact, this is definitely, I would say this is actually one of the worst ones I've done. I mean, I think it came out okay, but let's compare and contrast to the original Spawn truck. And of course, here is the Spawn that was sort of the impetus behind all of this. You can see I definitely like it. The idea of going with his uniform, I think, oh, can you guys see that? Here, hold on. If going with his uniform, I think works a little bit better here because of this, but I dislike this truck. I do like the color scheme though. I really wish I would have put red on more areas of the black on this. So if I combine these two things, like if I had this hood with more of this color scheme, I think that would have been about where I wanted this to go. Extending the stripes and stuff all the way to the front of the hood, I think is better. I like the red better on this, a lot better. There were some bits where I got actual black in here, and this one's kind of like it's on a lift kit, which I think is kind of funny. I mean, I think this color scheme works better. I like the rims on this one a lot better, but I think this is overall, like if I shove these two together, this would probably be a better truck. Oh, I forgot I did the Spawn eyes in the back. I didn't do anything on the back of this one. I forgot what I did with the under the hood. Let's take a look. The cab is actually better on the newer one too. So you can see there, I just went black. Engine is a lot better in this one. Color scheme is better in this one though. So kind of, if I was ever inclined to do a third one, I think I would actually do this model again. This kit was way, way better. And then just change the color scheme. And actually, maybe what I don't know. Because this was really hard to do, this face. This was not an easy thing to do. Like at all. Trying to recreate that would be, I think, a bit challenging. But if I was inclined to do it again, it would be this hood. Again, with this color scheme, and just kind of leave it at that. But, I mean, I think it came out okay. Not great. Just okay. Oh, and the wheel system. Oh, I forgot that. I hate this wheel system. This wheel system is like one of the worst things. You know, the other problem too is if I would have pushed this up more, the box up more, it would have changed the positioning here. So I kind of went with the centering of the wheels. Just, I almost would have needed to cut the frame. And in hindsight, I think that's what I should have done. I think I should have actually cut out part of this frame and re-glued it. I think that would have been the answer to this, at least that part of it. But like there was a lot of re-gluing on here, and just the connections are stupid. So not a great kit. I think it came out okay, like I said. It's I mean, it's definitely a spawn truck. No mistaking that. Maybe if I would have put the face on the roof, that might be too much though. I don't know. But anyway, there it is. The Revell Monogram. And I don't know, like the Revell Monograms have been really hit or miss. I think just the straight Revells have been a lot better. But it's a Revell Monogram Custom 56 Ford pickup. One of the funkier builds that I've tried to do. I mean, like I said, the end result I think was okay, but this could have been definitely quite a bit better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this this model build of not a great kit. If you did, please give us the old thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button if you have not done so already. If there's comments and notification available, please feel free to use those if you care to, whether or not. Please come follow us on our Twitter feed. So this one probably won't be in a display. There's a lot of display shots on Twitter feed. If you use Twitter, come follow us. We'd love to have you. This one, I don't think this is going to be on the Twitter. I actually don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't like it well enough to keep it myself. So maybe I'll see if I can find somewhere, because the Star does have one of these guys floating around somewhere already. I don't know if he still does or not. So maybe that will just be the truck to accompany his spawn, which is kind of actually what I had in mind with this from the get-go. I really think the paint scheme is actually cool. I think the scheme itself I think worked better than anything else on this. Well, and the rims are cool too. I do like that black inset in the rims. I think that is actually kind of a cool touch too. I wish I could have added this red though, because it would have been kind of neat to do this in red. But you still are going to have the black of the tires, so I guess it's fine, whatever. But you see some of the areas too, there's a little black elements of shading in here where I got a little bit of overspray on here. But honestly, that looks really neat. So I just left that. But alright, anyway, there it is. Revell Monogram Custom 56 Ford pickup, the second spawn truck build. We'll see y'all next time, guys. Bye-bye.